So please welcome the founder of Project H, Emily Pilladin. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. So in January of 2008, I was fed up with designing unnecessary stuff for the top of the pyramid. And I wanted to get back to using design as problem solving. So I founded an organization called Project H Design to take on projects that had social value. So our first project as Project H was the... Uh-oh, my slide clicker is not working. There we go. Our first project as Project H was the Hippo Roller redesign. This is a device that's used and manufactured in South Africa to transport water efficiently. And this project, we took it on as a partnership with the company, with Hippo Roller, to increase the shipping efficiency and lower the price point. This project was a massive failure on our part. We were sitting in San Francisco designing for South Africa. We were disconnected from the user, from the manufacturing, from the context and the economics. And ultimately, the redesigned version did not get made. So a big failure, but in a way, a success, because we were able to, at a very early stage, pinpoint exactly what not to do, and to sort of write our future from there, and set in stone these 6 things that would guide our process. So 2 of the things that I think are worth pointing out are number 2, which is design with, not for. So we don't want to just design for clients, we want to design with people and have a shared stake in the process with them. And number 5, to start locally and scale globally. So we will only take on projects that start in our own backyard in places that we understand and are invested in. So fast forward to now, my partner Matthew Miller and I are based in Bertie County, North Carolina. It's the poorest and most rural county in the state. And we were asked to come to Bertie County by this man, Dr. Chip Zollinger, who is coming up in a second. He is the former superintendent of the Bertie County School District. And he asked us to come to Bertie County to bring a design perspective to a failing school district that was literally on the brink of collapse. And this played out for us in a number of ways. We did some small projects. This is called the Learning Landscape. It's an educational playground that facilitates game-based and active learning for elementary core subjects instead of verbal classroom instruction. And then we also did some spatial concepts for more convivial and active computer lab spaces for technology-based education. But we realized really quickly that design for education only goes so far, and that to really bring design impact to public education, we felt like we needed to teach, and that there was something very unique that design could offer as an instructional framework. So we became high school teachers. This is our shop/studio/classroom. We wrote and implemented a 1-year curriculum called Studio H, the motto of which is design, build, transform. And that pretty much says it all. We're teaching design thinking, we are doing it within a shop class setting, and we're orienting our projects around community need and community benefit at a high school level. So the things that we're trying to build here are these 4 things: creativity, citizenship, capital, and critical thinking. So these are 4 things that our students as young adults need to succeed, and simultaneously 4 assets that this struggling rural community needs to survive. So our schedule looks something like this. This is all happening within the public school curriculum. So we have 13 junior year students for 2 semesters plus a summer session. And they're all part of this, what's called the early college track at the high school. So they're earning high school and college credit at the same time. 3 hours a day, every single day. So the fall semester is really about skill building, starting at a very small scale, working up to the spring semester, which is an intense effort around one architectural project, which this year is a farmer's market pavilion for Bertie County. And then over the summer, our teenage students become our employees and our construction crew to actually go out and build this farmer's market. So far this semester, we started, as I said, very small, learning all the basics, how to draw things to scale, how to lay something out in a wood shop, how to use a table saw, a bandsaw, a drill press, a planer, how to execute something with precision so that it all fits together right. And then also looking at graphic concepts, how to develop a concept with clarity, using color theory and proportion and all this sort of basics of art, and executing that also with precision at full scale. So what you're seeing here, these are called cornhole boards. I don't know if you know this game. It's very popular in Bertie County. It's like a carnival-style beanbag toss game. Huge in Bertie County. And so for a lot of these kids, this was the first thing that they had ever built, and they were very proud of them. So kind of a silly little project, but we used this as a catalyst to invite the community to come out, to play some cornhole, meet our students, hear about the program, and then ultimately we auctioned off the cornhole boards to fund community chicken coops, which is our next project. So as I'm standing here, our students are building these. And this was the first architectural project to really understand things at a full scale in 3 dimensions. It was a response to the agricultural context, but really their first opportunity to try to figure out how things stand up and how things fit together and how details work and joinery and hardware and things like this. So I'd like to give you a glimpse into a day in the life of Studio H.
Okay, where do I start? Studio H was a concept that we came up with about a year ago. So much of what you see in public education instruction is one directional. It's the teacher giving information to the students.
It's not so top-down. It's not teacher here, students out here.
We started to think that we could actually teach design as a way to get these kids excited, to be more creative, critical thinkers, and to orient that design process around community development.
And then back here is a room for them get their food and water at, and back here they can have like little chew toys and things like that. I'm Cameron Perry. I'll be 16 in 2 weeks.
My name is Karan Hayes.
Colin White. Tamisha Deshawn Thompson.
My name is Eric Bowen, and I'm a junior at Bertie Early College.
The kids actually come out with 17 college credits over the course of 1 year.
And just kind of set that right on top.
I want the kids to have a bit of a feedback loop so that as we're getting into this, they have a say.
You don't act like normal teachers.
You'll work with Matt, learn how to use the table saw, a bunch of stuff in the wood shop, do some graphic stuff.
It's not like a regular class where you just write down on a piece of paper. You actually get to do stuff.
We're just happy we get to do it.
So, thank you. So looking back to the hippo roller and where we started, I think the differences are pretty clear. So for me, design is not just about a product, but it should be about a process, and not just about production and consumption, but about education. And this is where design has real power, where we're able to build creative capital in places that did not exist before, outside of the design world, by the hands of underestimated individuals. So even though my business card now reads high school shop teacher, for me, design doesn't get much better than this. Thank you.